We comment occasionally on political changes and how those elections might impact the life of an expat, because it can make a difference. So you can create a business across border in different countries and jurisdictions, and a political change can have a dramatic impact on your wealth and long-term viability of that project. Every few generations you get an issue with politics, that you get an upper class that becomes arrogant and aloof, and you get a middle class that rises up, becomes more wealthy and agitates, and the working classes become disturbed and rise up and rebel. And this is kind of the world that we're living in at the moment, that we've got this big elections coming up this year. We've seen that the Russian election, the free and fair election in Russia, unanimously elected Vladimir Putin for another term of office as president. So he's got renewed vigour to apply his form of government on Russia and its neighbouring states. You've got big generational changes though that are coming up in UK, possibly the EU, France and USA have all got big elections this year, which could make a significant difference. We saw that in Argentina last year, a radical thinker, not left wing, not right wing, just different, just let's get rid of the elite type of attitude. Let's break the system that's not working and find a new way forward for the people, was elected, and that revolution is beginning to try and find some momentum in Argentina. In Ireland, we've now seen the Prime Minister having to resign because he lost a major referendum. The modern elite government and establishment of politicians as civil servants in Ireland brought forward a referendum to recognise more gender neutral and gender unspecific regulations. Some would call that woke, trying to introduce wokeism into staunchly Catholic country like Ireland. The referendum was resoundingly rejected, to the extent that the Prime Minister and the government had to resign. And it's a clear message that of change that's going on throughout the world. What change could you see in the UK? What change could you see in America and the EU with the election of a new governments that are maybe more focused, more autocratic, or they're more democratic, more left-wing, more right-wing, or would they just be different, a different way, a different generation, a different way of running the country? And this all has a factor and an impact on the way a business is run. So insular countries can become open countries can become insular, and it can impact the way it's working. So watch our Living and Working Abroad channel for the occasional comment on political changes going on around the world. In Ireland, it won't change that much, but it will change something, and it will force the political elite to consider what they're offering to the people if they want to get elected again. And we'll see how that goes in America and the UK later this year. Thanks a lot for listening. Follow us at our YouTube channel, Living and Working Abroad Show.